Just gonna get you guys introduced. Just doing some sound levels here. Check. It's gonna. Vegan Stephen podcast is a parody of a podcast. Vegan Stephen is a fictional character. All guests are allegedly fictional characters. All characters and events in this show, even though it's based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language and, due to its content, should not be viewed by anyone. This is a very special episode. This is part 2 of leveraging our most requested video. We've had massive views fecking everywhere on YouTube and what's that other place? Just all the podcast streams. So this is a very, very special episode. We are joined by the legendary Dr. Boogie. We are literally making money by the second here. No exaggeration. And I'm just gonna, I don't know a whole lot about this leveraging stuff, so this lad's just gonna take us through a masterclass. And we're mostly just, you know, trying to have a good vibe here. You guys could learn business anywhere you want, but this has the Vegan Stephen seal of approval, and this also comes with positivity, you know, kind of confidence, and offers you guys opportunity to have a lifestyle, you know, earn fucking whatever you want on a fucking laptop. We're just two lads relaxing, best mates or whatever, you know what I mean, and we're just earning money by the second. Like, this guy is showing me, showing you how to earn an extra few bob a week. There's a lot of ways to earn an extra few bob, as apart from working in the local shop or dog walking. So listen, we're going to live go through, he's actually going to be doing a live, you know, walkthrough. We're actually going to do a live, I don't know if it's a live trade here, that you guys can do. I know some of you guys, for the crack, you like to bet on, you know, sports or whatever, but this is a much more consistent way of gambling. It's not so much gambling as he's going to go through all the terms, because he knows I'm just doing general speak here to get hype up this fucking legend.
Right.
And I don't know, this lad is going to take you on a journey. Just believe and follow him. You won't get, if you don't commit, you won't get it. You've got to commit for at least, I don't know, 30 days or whatever. He's going to tell you what the crack is. So listen, this is a lad I really respect, and just listen to what he has to say. Literally get the pen and paper out. But even saying that, we're literally just trying to relax, because we know this is very complicated stuff, and you won't get it the first time, not a hope. This is going to be something you're going to have to listen to again and again and again. Different sources, don't just rely on us. We're going to have outside sources, so I'm going to do my best to get the best in on this. Self-made millionaires and so on. Listen, I'm going to be quiet. This is Dr. Boogie, and he's just going to do his thing. This is Leverage, episode 2.
What's up? Right, well, good to see you all again. Okay, so, following up on the first one, so, what I've done today already is, do you remember when I was talking about initial income? Well, here it is. I have that ready to go, Now, there's 2 ways that this is going to happen. One, I'm either going to make some money, okay, extra money. I'm going to use that money, which was someone else's money I took, which is now my money, because what I have done, just on the initial income, it's a scalable, which means you can increase your minimum, means you can make more money the further you go into it. And so what it is, it's basically I'm just basically relying on the law of the large numbers and certain variables to guarantee that whatever sequence I use, I'm going to make money in the long run, no matter what. So I know I'm going to make that money. I've got strict money management protocols put in place, and all defensive methods which will guarantee that I'm going to make money no matter what. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now, what I'm doing with that money to kind of speed up the process is I'm either going to make more money a lot quicker, okay, and then I could go on from there. The other side is how to find yourself in a losing situation, because 100% of us, like I said, can make money with a few clicks, which I could do. I can make money like 100% of you. But if I lose, which I could do possibly in this situation, I'm going to show you I'm not going to lose more than what leverage I used. I would have made nothing, but I would have lost nothing.
Yeah.
But you have to be disciplined to say, right, I'm going to stop here. Don't take any for bigger loss, even if you think it's going to go back in your favour. Just take the loss and pull it a day, and come back tomorrow, do it again. Go back to your step 1. I am on step 2 now. Step 1 I did earlier today, because I had other prior commitments. I couldn't go to step 2. Now, this is it. So this is the final trade for the evening. So I'm just assessing the markets here. I'm hoping that it will go in my favour. If it doesn't, we got things in place. So I need to see the best kind of likely outcome that this will work. So now you have to be super, super patient for this to work. So I'm using something that's predictable. Bear in mind, I am not going to lose money. I've already made that initial step on level 1. That's my leverage. So I'm using that leverage to make additional money on this trading, which is done slightly differently, but it's a little bit quicker. But it's going to be, if I'm either going to make the money or I'm going to break even. That's all that's going to happen. Nothing else, pretty much. So I'm looking at the markets here. I've got 10 minutes to do this in, and once I've done, I'll explain the situation. And a lot of this stuff is all in the mindset, so it's very, very much in the mind. It's about you having that you need a massive amount of self-control. While this is a guaranteed way, once you know what you're doing, I mean, obviously there's lots of different ways you can achieve that, and you absolutely can, but you've got to have the patience.
Preach, Dr. Boogie, preach.
Absolutely, you have to be so patient, and you have to be willing to start like kind of small. You've got to have good money management as well. And by that I don't mean going to a casino every night playing roulette. No, that's bullshit. But you've got to be able to, you've got to put your ego aside. That's the number one thing that gets people here, is the ego. They think, oh, I've made a couple of losses, I'm shit now, I'm going to prove that I'm going to be a winner. Guess what happens? All that money goes, they lose even more money. As soon as you chase your losses and you don't wait, you're doomed basically. However, if you're willing to wait, then the rewards are absolutely huge. So I think in this situation, I am going to go for a lower thing here. So I'm just kind of looking just very, very carefully, because I'm expecting a certain situation to happen. If it happens, I'll make money. If it doesn't, I'll be done for the day and I'll walk away break even, which means I haven't made a profit, but I haven't lost. So let's try that right now. I'm going to jump in 3, 2, 1, and I'm in. Okay, here we go. Now, I am going to put a little bit, I'm going to make a little bit of money here, or I'm going to lose it all. So, and if I lose, I'm okay, because I want you to see what happens if I lose. Now, I've set parameters in place. The likelihood, more likely I'll make the money than lose it. But if I lose it, I know what I'm doing. I'm relying on statistical edge. This is a numbers game, and I'm relying on this to make some money, basically. I'm relying on the numbers here. Now, I could lose this, and that's okay. Let's see what happens if I lose. I don't lose a penny. I just use that money that was someone else's and transferred it over to here, and we're going to see what happens with it. So let's just wait and see, and we'll find out pretty soon enough. So sit back, relax, and cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. It's so much about mindset. I was so tempted to interrupt Dr. Boogie, but then he laid down the law.
Okay, so I made a little bit of money here. In this case, I did. Okay, so now wait for the next opportunity. So now I can use that money and make even more, and I can say, okay, I'm going to take the risk even further. But let's see what happens. Okay, so I put myself in a situation where I have enough. I will eventually go into a lot of detail. I don't want to go into details what I do, because it might boggle your minds, but I just want to say I want to really talk about the mindset as such.
I want to keep it simple and straightforward, very, very simple for everyone at home.
So I'm just saying, like, I'm just here drinking a beer, making money online. I couldn't give a fuck, really. I couldn't give really fuck what happens with this, because I know I'm not going to lose.
Doesn't matter where in the world he is either, man. He could be getting ready for a date. He could have just came home from a bender. Well, that's not a good idea. But he could have come home from a bender, being hungover, watching cartoons, and he's just here on his laptop. It's all muscle memory. It might take him 3 years to learn the stuff, but after that, muscle memory, maybe 10 years. I don't know how long these things take.
Better late than never. Like I said, it's a lot of this is a numbers game. Just if you are interested in going to trading and you'd like me to talk about it more, please let me know, and I'd love to take you into certain details, and we can go into much more details in what I do. But right now, today, I just want to kind of talk about the mindset, and on the fly, I'm going to make a few more trades, hopefully. Let's see if this works out again.
This is fucking live, making money. He's literally, mate, we just get to fucking 2 mates, we literally get to hang out, just literally hang out, have the crack. And he's earning fucking money on the sly, and meanwhile he's teaching me how to make money, and then casually if you guys decide you want to get on board, not only are you collecting good vibes or whatever, you guys don't have to do this if you don't want it, but it's just nice to have all this knowledge and apply it to your own business, whether that's leveraging whatever it is, houses,
it could be absolutely anything. It could be real estate,
cigarettes. I don't know what you guys are into.
SpongeBob square pants.
Apply it to your own
or
life.
anything like that. Yeah.
And is there any way, any parallels to leveraging which the average, I don't know, housewife or just the average, I don't know, as a car mechanic? I'm just guessing
Like
here. How would this appear in their lives? Like,
well, like probably through like advertising, getting customers,
okay.
and like I said, start very small. Don't spend too much on advertising to begin with. Start locally, and expand gradually. Start close to home.
Maybe invest in local ads on Facebook, or else flyers in the door.
Absolutely, start really locally.
Sponsor a local marathon. Get your name up there, and the local sponsors improve the brand name of your company.
Absolutely.
Get involved with other local businesses. Do a partnership sponsor. You know, if they buy €20 on chips, then they get a free haircut in your salon. All these ideas. Collaborate.
Absolutely, yeah.
With the community.
And the best way to do it, here we go, is through experience. It's not necessarily by looking at tutorials. You can only go so far with those tutorials before you decide, okay, I'm going to jump in. It doesn't matter if I fuck up the first couple of times, because you think I never fucked up in this before. Believe me, I fucking have, but I'm still doing it 4 years later. 4 years later, I'm still at it, and I'm fucking beaming off at it. So it just goes to show you get through the kind of tough bits, and everything has its kind of little quirks and nuts and crannies.
I think when I became comfortable with failure and realised that failure is part of a necessary process
part of, the
growing, then my life started going into fucking hyperdrive, and everything in my life just went
like I said,
lightning fast.
I'm going to put myself in a situation where I'm probably going to end up making a mistake here, but it's not about the mistake, it's about how I handle the mistake. If you can handle your mistake like a boss, which I'm going to do right now. Here we go. I'm going to wait for this tray to be
taken. If you don't have your mental health in check, you're gonna let this loss affect you mentally. You're gonna stay up all night going, oh, why did I lose that money, or why is somebody saying you're a fool for losing that.
Right, let's see.
Gotta have your head game in check.
Now, let's see. Okay, I have taken the loss. Okay, great. Now, I'm in losing, but I've broken even. Guess what? I haven't lost a penny. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave it alone now for the rest of the night. I'm not even going to try and touch this ever again today.
Whoa, that's control.
You have to have self-control. Now, I'm tempted, because I know if I press in, there's a good chance it will go in, but if it doesn't go in my favour, I'm going to lose even more money, and I'm just going to be stupid. So I'm going to take the loss here right now. Oh, and good thing self-control, because that trade went even more against me had I not got out. So self-control is a massive thing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to exit out of this. I'm done, I'm finished, I'm delighted how it's all went. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to now basically take note of what I have, the balance, and basically we're at break even. I haven't lost a penny. I haven't won, but I haven't lost either.
Yeah.
So how to handle a mistake is you just get out and you finish.
Yeah.
Have a beer, have a sip.
Yeah.
It's important to see what it's like, not just when you're succeeding, but when it goes kind of the opposite way.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, even though you know you break even, a lot of people think, oh no, let's try again. Let's one more time, we'll get it this time. No, you're done. You have to be as stubborn as fuck to do this. So I'm just gonna 31. Okay, I'm gonna change that to. So pretty much I'm kind of at the same level. So I'm still at that level because in fact I'm probably down by once this, and that's kind of at the same level. Look at that, nothing. See, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Haven't lost a fucking penny even.
Happy days.
See, but I haven't won anything, but I haven't lost. See, it's like I just never did it. All because I used my initial income first, that was guaranteed, a little bit slower, but this one's a little bit faster. In any other situation, when I know a little bit more, that will happen a lot quicker, but I'm willing to do it this way until I get to that stage. So that is pretty much everything. So that's self-control. It's all about now. So how did I handle the mistake here? So I made a mistake. I probably shouldn't have done what I did, but I wanted to see you guys. I wanted you to see. Do I look bothered? No.
No, he literally doesn't give a fuck. Like, 'cause he knows the system works. What was it? The law of large numbers.
Law of large numbers. I mean, it's all a numbers game. It will work in your favour always. Ultimately, I mean, I'm going to come back tomorrow and do this again, and I'm going to make money. I'm going to make that money. I haven't lost anything, but
yeah.
And if I did lose a tiny bit more, I know I'll make it back anyway. I don't care. I mean, it's just knowledge at the end of the day. I'm training. I'm on the job training. This is my on the job training.
Yeah.
It's not someone telling me how to do this or do this. It's me doing one thing to do that to help me out. I'm using leveraging for my on the job training.
The average person needs someone, you know, doing an apprenticeship for 4 years, whatever. This lad is bringing himself through an apprenticeship.
Pretty much, yeah. And you know who's telling me what to do? My brain.
Your brain.
Only my brain. My subconscious.
He's not fixed on one way of getting there. He understands that there's multiple ways to get to the top. Like, I'm sure Dr. Boogie doesn't have didn't know when he was 6 years old that, what are we investing in?
In sports.
We're investing in sports.
Yeah.
As far as I know, this lad doesn't have any interest in sports. I don't know.
I'm not really into it. Funny enough, it kind of makes you a little bit more interested.
But do you have any interest in... How was the last time you watched a football match the whole way through?
Well, I've only occasionally, but not so much for betting purposes. I kind of know the rules a little bit.
This guy knows a little bit of the rules, but the rules don't matter. What matters is the statistics.
Exactly.
If you're getting emotionally involved in fucking, if you
your
support a team, favorite team, forget about it.
Yeah, fuck that. That's what.
Forget
go
about
to the bookies if you want to
Forget
do
about making money. If you wanna get drunk with your friends and throw your money in the bin, that's fine. Have a good time.
Yeah, we said it. I mean, I could do that now.
Yeah,
do you know
that's no problem.
I'll go next day and make it back.
Well, okay, but hang on.
I'm not saying that you should do.
Hang on.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, if you guys want to just gamble and you know you're going to lose your money, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you want to consistently make very gradually and clearly make a profit,
With the
and not have the wife or your husband giving out to you all the time, and not have to have fucking 7 jobs, then maybe you should consider what this guy is saying beside me.
And and it worked. And the other thing is, I don't want some person telling me if you don't reach your targets, you are fired and all that. Because the only person who sets the targets is the person doing the
As Dr.
job.
Business says, do you want to make your own dreams or do you want to make someone else's dreams?
There we go.
This lad's making his own dreams happen. This lad is making his own dreams happen. We don't have to pay 20-30% to someone else. We have to pay other things, but anyway, won't get into that.
But that's expensive. I didn't lose that. Do you know what I did? I just paid to run the business. That's business expenditure, what I just did there.
Yeah.
Because just business expenditure, just looking at the numbers. That's all it is. Looking at numbers, playing by the numbers, expenditure. Occasionally you have to pay a bit, but that's business for you. But I'm going to get those customers back tomorrow. I know for sure I will. Or the next day. By the next day at the latest, I guarantee you 120,000% I will get that money.
That's pretty confident.
So, do I give a fuck what happened? No.
He doesn't give a flip.
I'll be back here next week and I'll be, or whenever it is, and I'll say, yeah, look, see, I made it all back. Look at that.
He made it all back.
See, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So we're 18 minutes in.
18 minutes in.
So if you, I don't know, it's literally
the trading is.
It's literally been pure gold here. So would you like to cut the episode off here, or would you like to touch a little bit more on? We can do a different episode if you'd like on a different subject. But this is 20 minutes of solid, leveraging. Yeah. So how do you feel? Would you like to talk more? I think the
trading's finished. I mean, I'll kind of wrap it up with just a few things. And I think, I could go on here all night.
Yeah,
but
we could go.
I don't
if you want.
Unless I want to be sales pitch man, which I fucking am. I am now.
Yeah.
Door-to-door sales pitch. Hey, would you like to do some leveraging? Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Listen, this hat costs €200. Okay, if you guys want to pay €100, you can get that for this hat for €100. But you do have to buy it in the next 23 days. Okay, once Christmas goes, that's the end of it. This is a very limited run of the hats, and once it's 2020, that price is going up to €200. So listen, get that fucking reserve now. DM on the Instagram, or you will regret it. You couldn't make this up, people. You couldn't make it up. Also, check out the Vegan Steven clothing line. We're doing unisex t-shirts, tops, and hats and sunglasses. And the instrument line is coming out. Create now, free with 100 hours, of music and so on, of instrument teaching. We'll have white pianos, white guitars, white basses, all the instruments, and I will test them out personally to make sure that the quality meets all the things you need to learn the instrument. So you're getting free music lessons, high quality music lessons, and so on. And this is called advertising. Back to Tenny.
So,
Dr. Boogie.
So one final thing is I now take note of everything as well. So
nice. He's doing the accounts.
I have to take note of everything. I'm not gonna go near an accountant person, but you can do. Maybe when you get, you can do it. I don't know. It's up to you. But I'm gonna take notes. So I need for the next one. I need this to clear my balance. And there we go. There we go. See, that's all that's needed, and we'll be back to square one. So this one was initially, so I need to put in the initial balance for this side of things, just so I can get the money from the other side, which I'm going to. Initial balance. There we go. On with it. One more time.
Yeah, if you guys think you can do all the maths in your head, I think you might be mistaken. Maybe you should write it down.
And you should have it on an Excel spreadsheet as well. It's a good place to go.
So people at home who want to take notes of their betting career, whether that's football or wherever it is, what are some of the headlines that you need on your betting sheet, just to keep track of what money you're putting in, and so on, just so you have a successful business?
Your balance.
Okay.
Every single bet.
What's balance even mean?
The balance is the money you have in the account. So, and any money that you deposit from your bank, take note of how much money, any deposits you make, write that down, put that into your Excel sheet. Because at the end of the day, it's investing. We're investing, really, at the end of the day.
It's not gambling, people. It's
not
investing.
Not at all. It's investing. Because at the end of the day, we're going to make all that money back plus a lot more.
We're just following the money.
Exactly.
Right? We don't have any interest in soccer.
We're following the trends. We don't give a fuck about
follow the trend. Well, maybe not follow the trends, but for this episode, follow the trends.
Then literally, I rely on trends anyway in the markets, but however. But there is and study a few variables. I would have said follow tipsters, but possibly go against them, because a lot of them. Here's a secret.
Oh, okay, this is red hot information. We will give you this red hot information after the break by Create Now Instruments. This is Dr. Boogie. This is the fucking business course. We're nearly 10 hours into the business course. This is fucking shit hot information. And that is the end of the commercial break.
So, the tipsters, many of them are paid by the bookmakers.
Oh, controversial.
So, do you know what you do? You bet the opposite.
But how would you know? It's like double agents and triple agents and
it's a known fact that they are.
It's a known fact. This is the first I've ever heard.
Yeah, I've only heard about recently as well. It's no wonder why I'm doing. That's one of the reasons why we do so well. But also the law of large numbers allows us, because when you bet against everything, you cover more outcomes naturally. So there's a small discrepancy that's going to. You have a slight edge in your favour anyway, as it is. You just need to manage your risk. You just need to have the patience. You need to have self-control. So like I did today. So today was a perfect example. You need to go back to my other video if you want to see me actually winning that trade. But now today's leveraging two is how to handle when it doesn't go your way. You need to know. This is where you defend your money. This is protection.
For people who are having trouble with their own mental health, who are just on the side, we're wrapping up this episode. Maybe we're going to do a different episode in a little while. I did an episode today. I don't know what date it is. Today's date is the 7th. On my morning espresso, and it talks about CBT, which is how to emotionally keep track of your mind. So certain thought patterns when you're blaming other people for your problems. When you, for example, if you have a situation might be if you lose this bet, okay, and you might go home to your partner, male or female, or your dog or whatever, and start getting angry at the dog. Why? Because you're upset. Your self-worth has dropped. Why? Because you've put some of your self-worth in this gambling. You feel like you deserve less respect, that people are looking down on you because you lost a bet. Maybe you're not telling people you lost the bet, and so on. So all this crazy stuff, all this hocus pocus that we believe, and so on. So I personally, anyway, I don't know what Dr. Boogie's personal beliefs are, but I believe that mental health is very important. Not everyone believes in it, and that's fine. Not everyone believes in dyslexia. Not everyone believes in true genius, and so on. Not everyone believes in veganism. That's perfectly fine. It's not just business for vegans. This is for everyone. Sorry, on their own journey of life, wherever that leads them. And I forgot what I was talking about. So we're going back to Dr. Boogie.
No, you're absolutely right. So how do you rate in terms of emotional? Now that's the other thing. You have to, when you're doing this kind of thing, you almost have to try and keep your emotions out of it. You need to, first of all, if you're going to start doing this, and try and anytime you go into it, be in a good mood to start off with. Almost have something else other than this to look forward to outside of this. This shouldn't be your end all and be all that you think about day and night. You have to have, don't put all your eggs in one basket, basically.
Yeah.
So just think about, and start really, really small. So if you lose a small bit, so what? It's a big fucking wow.
Yeah.
But like I said, back to the emotional side and the mental side. So I'll tell you what happened today. So leveraging one video and leveraging two. I'm going to explain the difference between the two. So the leveraging one.
This is called, just so you know, me personally, I have had a history of gambling in my family, so I have personally chosen to not ever gamble. I've been a part of the team making the decisions, but personally I don't watch the races just because I'm very wary of the traps that can happen. For example, I've had a battle with nicotine. I had to give up cigarettes. That's nothing. I know it's nothing, but you just have to be aware of your own weaknesses. So personally, I've invested in this gambling quote, but I've never personally watched a match because I know my own personal boundaries and so on.
So you have self-control. That's brilliant. That's an excellent way to go. So you have the same thing as what I have, is self-control. So the fact that you just said that, I mean, you're not giving into temptation. That's the main thing. You made a solid point. Nail in the coffin, right? I don't know what's it. Nail there.
Dick in the pussy.
But yeah.
Pussy on the dick if you're a feminist. Etc.
I'm a gender neutral.
I don't know.
But anyway, so so leveraging one was 100% of you could do what I just did in leveraging one. Leveraging number two, which is the one we did, 5% of people would do what I just did, which is handle the loss. 95% of, if I was in the 95% right now, that loss, do you know what, that was, I have a resistance point, don't worry about the terminology, but that looked like that was going to go down, and it probably did. And I was tempted to, if I was in the 95%, I would have gone in there and said, come on, it keeps going, it's going to go down, the market goes up and down, like a heartbeat monitor, it goes up and down like that. But if I was 95%, I would have gotten back in there and tried to make that money back. But because I'm among the 5%, I didn't. I just stayed out. I just let it go. You can have it. Let someone else win for a change. Let someone else. It's part of doing business. Other people have to make money. They're in the business.
This guy has a winning philosophy. We're joking about this. Well, he was just laying down the fucking facts, to be honest. And we're getting ready to do the podcast, and keep going, man. I'm just saying, keep going. As in, keep this conversation. Yeah. Sorry for interrupting you. Keep going.
I like interruptions, but yeah, like I said, 5%, 95% of you would have seen that situation as, oh, I lost, I'm not good enough. Bullshit. You're fucking brilliant. The fact that you lost and you stopped it there, well done. You're learning more as you go along. That's not loss. That is business expenditure. That's someone else on the other side will make money as well as you. Other times you'll make money. That's how you do business. Customers might buy off you. Think like a wholesaler, a supermarket. The wholesaler goes sells its products to a supermarket. Yeah, the supermarket actually makes more money than the wholesaler did, but they'll keep coming back to the wholesaler. It's consistency. So
How I was just thinking, me and Dr. Bill, well, I don't know if it's just me or whatever, who knows, working on a formula for business, like one perfect formula that it says the universe and all.
The Holy Grail.
Well, we're just trying to work it out. We're like consistent. We don't know what the ratio
Consistency is on number one.
Consistency.
Well, along with two other. Consistency,
so maybe
self-control, discipline.
Consistency multiplied or plus or divided by?
Oh, multiplied.
So consistency multiplied by
discipline
equals cash money. I don't know.
It equals profits.
Oh no! Do you know what I was thinking about? It was like. It was for me. It was like fuck. It's like passion divided by monetization multiplied by consistency equals happiness or something like that. I don't know. I was
success.
working. I was working on the formula. I don't know. Yeah.
Equals success.
Fulfillment and following your purpose is really the key to happiness, because I think people fight to be happy, but it's almost like happiness is based on nothing unless you have a purpose to back it up and etc.
I mean, I'm gonna come. I know what's happened. I'll come tomorrow. Let's say, knowing that I handled the loss and I'm back to where I started. That's better than actually winning.
Yeah.
Handling your in life as well. It's not about making a mistake. You have to make mistakes. It's life. You have to. There's no getting around it. You will do.
Life's a roller coaster.
It's a
but
bit
you
like
don't
if
have to be on an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. I mean, you might do, but okay. But how would you handle it when the ride ends? What you gonna do? It's what happens afterwards that's what counts. So I don't care about the mistake. It's what you do afterwards. Those who can handle their mistakes and learn from it. And okay, next. Now, what I did today, I kind of purposely put myself in a slightly more unpredictable situation just to see what would happen. And I did that just so you can see the other side of the coin. And it's not a con.
It's not a con.
It's not at all. You just have to handle yourself. You've got to handle yourself. Don't stress about it at all. Get over it. Move on. Next day.
So that ends leveraging. We're just going to finish up in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
This lad's going to talk about it, and then we're going to see what happens after that. But we're going to say goodbye in the next minute and a half. We're just going to do a quick recap. This guy's going to maybe go through a definition. I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep my mouth shut because this lad's speaking the gospel here.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to speak on today's. I'll go for video one. Quick recap. Video one was leveraging, second income, make even more money. Today, leveraging, guaranteed, like I was. Break even, stopped, protected my money, because believe me, I made a good decision there by protecting my money. If I stayed in that, if I did what 95% did there, I would have lost a hell of a lot more money. I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew exactly the decisions. It was make or break. End of story. I'm all or nothing. No happy medium. Either one or the other. Be absolutely sure you know what you're going to do. If A or B happens, binary, simple. And there you go. Your life is sorted.
Yeah.
And with that, I think.
Yeah. And you all good there?
Yeah.
Is there we're literally on overtime here. We have to go in the next 10 seconds. Should I Google a definition of any kind?
What about
just to
money management?
Well, I'll just Google a definite. Well, money management might be a different episode.
Yeah.
So okay.
This self-control.
Self-control. Okay. Well, I think you guys have a rough idea of that. So listen, I'm going to end up the episode here, and this has just been fucking shit hot gold. So feel free to rewind this and take notes, and we'll see you on another episode of Make Money Now. Goodbye.
Yeah. It's into money, baby.